I said it before and I'll say it again. I love my 3DS, I love my 3DS XL, I love my 2DS, I love my new 2DS XL, I love my new 3DS XL, I love my new 3DS XL, I love all of them. But I love them even more when they are hacked. Why? Because when they are hacked, their options and their features grow exponentially. For example, I wanna watch videos, I can. I wanna play original Fallout, I can. I wanna play PS1 games, I can. And I can also access eShop even after Nintendo said goodbye to it. You can achieve this and much more on your modded 3DS, and we are exploring all of it right about now. Let's get cracking! 3DS is a great handheld, one of the best in my opinion, and if we wanna do something with it, first we need to buy it. And at the end of 2024, this is not an easy task to do because these machines are getting expensive every day. Your best or cheapest bet is to check local marketplaces or local cash generators. You can still find them at relatively low price over there. For example, earlier this year I bought this old 3DS XL for 39.99 British pounds, and the only issue with it is that the charging port is a bit loose. But it still works completely fine, so not a big deal for me. But I would say the better option is to get any of the new models. They have better CPU and they can also run all of the 3DS games, even the most advanced ones. New 2DS XL is a great model in my opinion. I bought mine for around 80 pounds because it was like a bit scratched, but also it does function absolutely fine. Or new 3DS XL is also a great model. I have this Majoras Mask limited edition. It was provided to me by a Red Pro Club. Huge thanks to them. They are selling it modded, filled with games. Is this option any good or legal for that matter? We'll look at it in closer detail later in the video, so stay tuned. For now, we have obtained 3DS and now let's mod it. This process is very straightforward. Almost as easy as hacking a PS Vita, and there are absolutely no downsides. No, there are not. So the question is not why to mod it, but what are you waiting for, brother? Just go to your browser and type in 3ds.hacks.guide and all of your questions will be answered in a matter of minutes. You just type in your model and your system version and it will show you detailed steps how to proceed further. Okay, we've got it hacked. Now all is left to do is to have some fun, clearly. Main reason why you would wanna hack your 3DS, in my opinion, is the eShop. Well, I mean hshop, because Nintendo shut down their official eShop at March 2023. This is gonna be the fate of every eShop, unfortunately, Vita and PS3 included. Therefore, it is absolutely necessary to have this homebrew eShop alternative like hshop. Every game from every region is available, because now thanks to hack, your dear 3DS doesn't suffer from region lock. Every update for every game, every DLC, virtual console games, DSiWare, all official themes, and extras like ROM hacks, translated games and homebrew. This is simply #1 must install app for every 3DS owner. And remember, you cannot buy the games from Nintendo officially, so in my book this doesn't even count as piracy. Your book might be different. #2 must install application on your modded 3DS is Pretendo. It is a free and open source replacement for Nintendo servers that allows us to play online multiplayer games. This service is also available for Wii U. It is still work in progress, so for now mostly only Mario Kart 7 is supported, but other games are gonna be too, in the future. I know people always want everything here and now, but the only thing you can get here and now are the non-functional Nintendo online servers. And modders need time to build the empire back. I'm wishing all of them great luck. You are doing great job over there. Keep it up! While we are at the Mario Kart 7, here I also want to mention CTGP 7 or Custom Tracks Grand Prix 7, which is basically a mod pack for Mario Kart 7 that adds loads of custom tracks, characters and cool extra features like adding your own music, your own custom characters and cards, plus many more. You can see the full list on the screen right now. Online and local multiplayer are supported, plus recently there was even new very handy feature added, proximity chat. so you can even chat with people you play against. If you are a Mario Kart 7 fan, this is a must install. You can do it even without the PC, but it will take like an hour, so ideally you wanna use PC. You also need to have installed official game Mario Kart 7 with the latest update 1.2. There are other 3DS mods available, mostly for Smash Brothers, but it is not like these future-proof, thought-through, unified CTGP7 mods, which I'm a big fan of. Now huge shout out to all of my supporters, your support is greatly appreciated. Also big up to the latest member, 3DS Renew. He has joined at the highest tier, and you know what that means. It means we are doing a song that goes something like this. Heck me, do it and set me free, and give me homebrew. Heck me, my friend, freedom is so much more, and giving to you ninjas won't get you. No, they may take our lives, they never take our freedom. No. 3DS has a vast library of native games. There are so many great exclusive titles and even ports from other Nintendo platforms, like Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This one was originally released on Wii, but later it was ported to 3DS, and that's full Wii game, and what's more, it is now controlled fully by buttons. No more annoying motion control nonsense. This makes it a little bit of a definitive edition, in my opinion. Thanks to the hack and rehid application, you can also easily remap buttons for the games that have messed up controls, like Kid Icarus Uprising, and you can enjoy them proper intended way, and not to be limited by Nintendo being lazy and not patching it. You're just gonna install a rehid helper, download the rehid, and scan QR code with pre-made configuration.json file. Community already did all the hard work, and almost every game that needs some kind of remapping was already done, so all is left to do is to scan a QR code and enjoy the hell out of it. Thumbs up for that. Remember, you can also overclock your 3DS, but this will mostly help only with all the titles if you are on a new 3DS. If you are on an old 3DS, I think you are out of luck. Another great 3DS feature is the backwards DS compatibility that allows us to enjoy 99.97% of whole DS library. All of this is possible thanks to Twilight Menu++. It is basically like Adrenaline on your PS Vita. Adrenaline lets you play PSP and PS1 games natively on your Vita, and Twilight Menu++ lets you play DS, GBA, SNES, Game Boy and Game Boy Color games also natively. This is not an emulation. DS games on the 3DS are great, but they do suffer from similar fate like PSP games on the Vita. It is a DS resolution stretched to a high resolution 3DS screen, which makes them look kinda blurry. You can partially mitigate this issue by using Twilight Patcher that allows us to use different kind of filters. It is not perfect, I think the best results are on the DSi XL, but it reduces this issue by quite a bit. You can also play DS games in their native resolution on 3DS screen, so there are gonna be big, thick black bars around the tiny screen in the middle. You just have to hold start and select whilst launching the game, or Twilight Menu++ for that matter. Game Boy games are also fully compatible. Here you can also use handy trick of remapping buttons, which is unfortunately not possible for DS games. Over here you need to either use cheats or ROM hacks in order to remap buttons. Save states and load states are also unfortunately not supported in Twilight Menu++. There are also virtual console games available, and the only difference being that Twilight Menu++ has more options, because there is almost nothing to play with on the virtual console. And you can also launch them straight from the icon on your home screen, no need to go inside Twilight Menu++. Have you ever heard about Virtual Boy, the failed Nintendo handheld in big quotation marks? If so, I just want to let you know that all virtual games are playable on your hacked 3DS with the recently released Red Viper emulator. You can also play them in 3D and it will not make your eyes bleed. Well, it will, but not as quick. We all know the 3DS 3D effect is also kinda harmful. So in case there is some good virtual console game that you wanna play, go ahead, install it and have a blast. And you can thank the developers later. I have also noticed plenty people still don't know about the fact that 3DS can emulate PS1 games. And it can emulate them fairly well. Loads of legendary titles are supported and run full speed, like Crash Bandicoot 2, 3, Spyro the Dragon, Tekken 3, GTA 2, Need for Speed 3. They're absolutely enjoyable, plus the footage you see is me using .pbp ROMs. And you will have even better results with the .chd ROMs. Just keep that in mind. PS1 on 3DS blows my mind, same as N64 on 3DS with Daedalus X64. 3DS has pretty low specifications to run every game properly at full speed. It still manages to emulate plenty of them at playable frame rates. F-Zero X, Doom 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Hydro Thunder, Mario Kart 64, they are all listed in green category, which equals to loads of fun, you guessed it. On top of that, don't forget there were few N64 games ported officially, like Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Star Fox, or even unofficially like Super Mario 64. DOS emulator Dosbox is also available on your 3DS. I haven't really used it much, cause every time I see this blue DOS interface and it wants me to input some commands, it brings me back to school, sitting in front of old IBM PC, and I felt really lost and really clueless, like what the hell am I supposed to do? So just you know it's available, and in case you feel like typing in commands, give it a try. Open Beats of Rage engine is also available, where you can play fan-made 2D beat-em ups, like this God of War one. There are also plenty other 3DS emulators available. This is by no means comprehensive list, just the emulators that I found the most impressive. You know what else I found very impressive? ChatGPT 3DS. Here you can ask AI questions and it can also generate you images. Mine is broken though. It only says that I exceeded my current quota and that I should check my plan and billing details. Greedy ChatGPT. Believe it or not, Moonlight Streaming app also works fine and you can stream AAA games into your 3DS. It is limited by slow connection speed and by the low resolution screen cause the smaller text is very hardly readable. I found some showcase video for you to see it in action and it looks kinda usable if you ask me. I wasn't able to watch YouTube videos, I was using the work in progress homebrew app called ThirdTube. I could find the videos and even browse them, but when I wanted to watch it, it was giving me some playback errors for some reason. I know there are other ways to watch YouTube on 3DS, but this one is the easiest one. Now let's check out the Red Pro Club website. They've provided this limited edition Majora's Mask new 3DS XL, fully modded with 128GB micro SD card filled up with games. They are also selling similar handhelds on their website, mostly Game Boys, GBAs, GBA SP, Nintendo DS's, 3DS's, and even some PSPs and Vitas. All of these are not new devices, but they are like refurbished or restored, how they call it. And you can choose from 5 tiers of quality. They are also selling EverDrive cartridges filled with games. To me, it seems the prices are quite high though. Like mine device, this Majora's Mask 3DS, in lowest quality and with 128GB micro SD card, it would cost 264 British pounds. I was able to find similar device unmodded for around 200 pounds. Also, I'm not exactly sure how genuine this Majora's Mask limited edition is. I mean, it looks like one, but when I check the 3DS homebrew application 3DS ident, it says it is new 3DS XL Red, with top IPS screen and bottom is TM screen. Other than that, this machine looks really good. It's fully functional, however there is some issue with the touchscreen. Here I'm testing it, I've calibrated it beforehand and it acts really weird. My new 2DS XL don't have this issue. So in case you got plenty of money and you don't want to go through the hacking process yourself, there is also this option. But I think it's better to do it all yourself and learn everything about it, cause it's gonna be handy in the future for sure. What are your thoughts on this topic? Do you like what they are doing? Do you have any experience with them? Now let's carry on with what hacked 3DS is good for in 2024. I've talked about emulation, ROM hacks, region lock bypass. You can also install physical cartridges for digital use. You can also install custom themes and badges. And you can also edit, backup and restore save data of your official games. Another essential use is clearly running homebrew games, apps and ports. Universal Updater is another must-install application. You're gonna find there pretty much everything I've talked about in this video. There are also plenty homebrew games available made by enthusiasts in the cellar, like this Halo remake or this Counter-Strike for DS. Just look at the character animation, pretty spot on for DS. And clearly my favorite category is of course Homebrew Ports. Fallout 1, Half-Life, Shadow Warrior, Blood, GTA 3, Vice City, Sonic Mania, and the list just goes on. You need to follow setup instructions from GitHub to get every game into working order. I've made some tutorials on second channel, feel free to check them out. Running a Fallout on the Vita was once just a dream, but now we can run it on the Vita plus on the 3DS as well. And what's more, the bottom screen on the 3DS is utilized in a very good way. Gameplay is on the top and everything else, dialogues, skill decks, menu, turns and your inventory in the bottom screen. This port is based on Fallout Community Edition, an open source Fallout reimplementation, and even though it is still work in progress, it is hell of an impressive work in progress. I have already made one 3DS video with hell of an impressive 3DS ports, official and homebrew as well, check it out. I'm pretty sure I have skipped plenty other cool things you can do with your hacked 3DS in 2024. Tell me all about it in the comment section down below. If you've enjoyed this video and you wanna see more like this, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, join if you feel extra generous. Thanks to you for watching, thanks to members and Patreons for support. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!